Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you Sunday, April the 16th. The year is 2023. Let's talk trading. Weekly opening gap. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And as we start off the week, just a reminder, risk management, always have it in place. Never lose more than you're willing to lose on any one single trade. Taking a look at the weekly, you can see we have a few gaps that haven't filled, including the one on the pound dollar. And Freddie, if you're watching, your Euro USD has a gap also that hasn't filled. Now, we look at the chart, we can see we're just 8.6 pips above the weekly open, 6.7 off the high, and 26 pips off the low. We are in the range, the opening range for the month, has a high of 24.22. So long as we're below that, we're in that opening range. We're putting in the opening range for the week, as you can see there. We're 320 pips above the yearly open, and looks like we're moving up a little bit here. We're 608 off the yearly low and 137 off the yearly high, which we've put in this month. As you can see, we're struggling to get above these monthly highs from the last 4 months. Inside bar, we dipped inside that monthly inside bar from 2 months ago. You can see we're about 9.5 pips above it. We're below the inside bar, the daily inside bar that happened 8 days ago. And you can see here, we've got some inside bar action on the daily, weekly, and monthly across many pairs. No pairs have over 100 pips of range. We're a little over 8 hours into the trading day here. 8 hours and 3 minutes actually. But no pair has breached the 100. Let's see the closest one. I guess we have the new beast, pound New Zealand, at 72 pip range. So with that little range, we've got some buy zone action. We've been crisscrossing across that weekly open, which is at 2400, that double low. So we'll have to see what the price does there. And the rats, there's just not enough room for a rat zone, only 32 pips in range. Weekly pivot, we can see there. Okay, pivot trading plan, Bambino Flex says, look for shorts. Near the pivot or near R1, look for shorts. Near S1, look for longs. And we've got S1 down at 123.60. And there was something about that number that I thought was interesting. I can't remember what it was. I think it had to do with an H4 low or open. I can't remember what it was. 60. Oh, maybe it was a pivot. Maybe that's what it was. We'll look at the next chart and let's see. Was that an H4 pivot? Yep, 123.65. I knew there was something about that number. So it's kind of interesting that we've got S2 123.60. We've got that pivot 123, about 66. So guess you call that a confluence. Looks like we're ready to break out of the previous H4 high here, and just so we're looking at these pivots, okay, 2402 H4 pivot needs to be taken out, and there's one above it at 2431 that needs to be taken out. Daily 2453. We haven't hit that yet. The weekly, 24.35. We haven't hit that one. And the monthly down below at 121.86. So we've got some open pivots across the board. And so far, this month is the only missed pivot this year. We've got 4 from last year, and then you have to go all the way back to 2014. Okay, it looks like we're trying to crawl out of the wick zone here. We need to go about 2 more pips to break through. Daily wick zone. And the range, once again, only 33 pips, nothing to talk about. And we haven't extended the range yet here, range by month 273. We still got a long way to go. And we haven't done year-to-date accumulated range. 744, we haven't extended that yet. We need to move that up a bit. Okay, looking at some trades here. We have a 3 ball on the top. Prices looks like it's coming back down. There was a nice little trade. If anybody grabbed it quickly. Nothing's really changed much since Friday here. Oh, and I had so many people ask me about the state change, when it would be ready. I went ahead and shipped it. I shipped out, was it batch 4 over the weekend. So for those of you who donated, thanks again for your support. And I hope you learned something from the state change. I hope it improves your trading. And I've come up with a couple of new things since then. I'm always looking, to see what possible edges there are out there to improve trading. Some of you may have heard of the smash bar, smash trade. Well, I kind of took that idea, made it my own. I've got something I'm calling the churn trade. Probably introduce that later this week. But it's kind of a combination of a higher low, lower high, and a flip-flop box. And on Friday, I had some fun trading. I was only trading 1 lot. I probably should have been only trading a micro or a mini, but sometimes you got to have some skin in the game to really test it. Normally, I trade a little bit heavier than that, but 1 lot, you can make a few dollars trading 1 lot. That's for sure. I'm trying to think if there was any other questions out there. One thing, I was looking, and if you notice, the build file is now build 1370 compliant. That is the latest build, and seems like a few things have changed, but when you look at the release notes, they don't really tell you anything specific. Oh, we fixed a few things, we improved a few things, but it'd be really nice to know exactly what and what enhancements, so maybe we can take a look and take advantage of them. So if anybody knows anything, I'd like to know. If you've got a direct line to an MT4, to the MT4 people, they're like I said, their announcements really don't tell much. I guess maybe that's the way they want to keep it. I'm trying to remember, was somebody asking me about the 3 balls? I think I might have already answered that question. So, been watching, just watching price move here today on and off. It seems like it wants to go up, but the thing is, the market, as Walmart would say, it's a living, breathing type of entity. It just doesn't move in a straight line. Some people say it moves in waves. The fact of the matter is, it moves up and down, sometimes a little, sometimes a lot. And just when you think you figured something out, you find out it doesn't always work. And that's the thing about trading. No matter what method you employ, it doesn't always work. And that's why it's just so important to manage the money. It's really the thing where the, managing the money is really the most important thing. Because if you lose all your money, then you can't trade. It's, you're done. So you have to manage the money. And I'm trying to think if there's a really good exercise for people other than just, actually trading and getting the hang of it. Because when you least expect it, price can turn on you, or it could run in your favor. And the thing about it is it's identifying what is price doing. Is it moving up or down? Is it ranging? Is it quote unquote trending? Is it trying to seek out a new level? As you can see here, things kind of consolidated. It poked out at one end, poked out at the other, came back to the middle, and then came back here, and now look, it's all the way back. But, we're only talking 4 pips here. So it's not like it's making a huge move. It's still trying to make up its mind one way or the other. I just know what works for me, and the biggest thing for me is if I was trading short and I see that one ball, as soon as that appears, I usually just, if I'm in profit, I usually just take the profit off the table, because so many times it'll come back the other way. Sure, sometimes it runs against me, but one of the things I've said, been saying it probably for over a decade, I'd rather be mad with a profit than mad with a loss. You know, what is worse? Exiting this trade, say with a 1 pip profit, only to see it drop 10 pips, or exiting this trade with a 1 pip profit, or not exiting it with a 1 pip profit, and then see it moving 5 or 10 pips against you and you're stuck for another hour or so. You have to determine which one's worse. Which situation would you rather be in? And I think most people would pick the profit. I'm not sure. Because, our best guesstimate sometimes doesn't work out. And that's just the way it is. It's trading. So, fellow traders, hope you had a fun and safe weekend. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I thank you for watching. And when you start to trade, the next time you trade and every time you trade, always remember, never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is TheRumpledOne, over and out. Oh, and a shout out to my friends over on StockFetcher. Yeah, I've been playing with a few things, so I hope you enjoy those filters that I placed out in the Never Lose Again thread over there. So, this is TheRumpledOne, over and out.